Good evening. My name is Salud, and tonight I've written another adventure for you. You're a traveler, taking a shortcut through the woods, hoping to make it to the royal palace before sunset. Please like this video if you like it, and subscribe so you can be notified when I've written another story for you. Now, please get comfortable and focus on the sound of my voice. Let's begin. The woods around you are dark and deep. You hear birds singing and the tree branches sway overhead. There's a babbling brook beside you, a necessary precaution while you travel. You reach out and touch the satchel slung over your torso out of habit, feeling the reassuring weight of your cargo within. You're comfortable in your saddle, your thick traveling cloak insulating you from the chill in the air as the sun begins its descent. You can see the mountain the palace is carved into in the distance. You snap the reins on your horse as the sun begins to dip behind the trees. The brook alongside you turns and you raise yourself in your saddle, preparing to jump over it. You blink. Then several things happen at once. A dark silhouette appears on the other side of the brook. It spooks your horse, who throws you onto the dirt path. You grasp at your satchel as you fall, holding it to your chest. The wind rushes out of your lungs as you hit the ground, but you stay conscious, gazing up at the night sky through the tree branches. The birds have all fled and you groan, sitting up slowly. There is a woman on the other side of the brook you attempted to jump, standing tall. She is as still as a statue. Her chin is set with a regal tilt, and her eyes glow like dying embers. Her red hair curls around the nape of her neck, and the feline shape of her eyes makes her expression mischievous. When she opens her mouth to speak, you see fangs in her mouth, gleaming in the moonlight. You poor thing. Thrown from your horse in the woods at night because you were rushing to the capital. Taking shortcuts is always a risk, you know. You need to cross, don't you? But there's a vampire on the other side of the brook, trapping you. And what could you be rushing for? The Empress's coronation is tomorrow. I suppose there was no room at the inn. No. You skipped it altogether. There's a comfy inn if you go around the woods, with a trading post. Something like that is sure to appeal to the kind of traveler who wears such a fine cloak. And that satchel, you cushioned it as you fell. What are you hiding, traveler? What are you rushing to the capital for? Do you carry medicine? Someone's lost puppy? Oh, come now. No need to be tight-lipped. I'm on the other side of running water. I can't get to you. In fact, you should talk to me as much as you can. I'm the scariest thing in these woods, and I'm keeping you safe from everything else. Being mauled by a bear isn't a pretty way to go, believe me. Why not pass the time with me while your horse finds its way back to you? We can play a lovely game, a guessing game. I want to know what you guard so fiercely in that satchel. Mm-hmm. You think I'm toying with you? That I can really hop over this tiny little brook of running water and eat you? Then why haven't I? It's unfair to paint me as a predator when I'm being so civil, so polite. I've treated you as a human rather than a meal, yes? Now, on to our game. Your satchel. Does it contain something that could save a life? No? Not medicine, then? Is it something that could save a relationship? Your grandmother's wedding ring for an angry fiancé? No? Oh my. Then I must draw the most boring conclusion. Do you have something of monetary value in your satchel? You do? Oh, I'm disappointed, traveler. Out of all the things to risk your life for, you risk it for money. No, it's more complicated. I see you shaking your head deep within the hood of your cloak. Don't worry, the moon is still high in the sky. I have all night to play with you. It feels like a riddle now. What is valuable and important enough to risk your life through a shortcut in the woods at dusk? You don't look like you're hurting for money. I see rings on your fingers and glimpsed embroidery on your saddle before you fell out of it. Your horse was well fed. No one who is greedy for money would risk their life for more. They would send a servant. And you do not carry yourself like a servant. Oh, I wish I was a little closer. Then I could circle you and see the whole picture. Wait, wait. Is it related to the Empress's coronation? Aha! A nod from within that cloak. Oh, I am so very clever. Something valuable but important for the coronation. And your rings are so beautiful. You're a jeweler, aren't you? And the Empress is the first woman on the throne after a long line of men. Doubtless their heavy crowns wouldn't suit her. Could it be you carry her crown? Her rise to power was unexpected, unprecedented. You must have had quite the rush order from the palace. Pardon me while I buff my nails against my shirt. goodness, solving that mystery is almost as satisfying as a meal. But now you must let me see. The Empress is already famous for her delicate but modest taste. Don't worry, vampires have small desires for material things. You'd be surprised how little you care for furs and jewels when you're never cold, when you can never see your reflection. Oh, that is special. It's glowing. Moonstone, you say? And the jeweled tendrils, they remind me of jellyfish, the kind that are luminescent in the water. Goodness, you really were rushing for something important. Everyone will notice if you don't arrive. These woods will be crawling with guards come sunrise. And I don't want that. You're lucky I'm not hungry. Come, take my hand. I'll bring you safely to the edge of the woods, and we'll find your horse along the way. Don't be difficult, traveler. Fine. I give you my word, I will not eat you. I find it distasteful to consume something I've conversed with anyways. Besides, have we not established that you arriving at the palace safely is in my best interest? I don't want royal guards in my woods. They taste bitter, like duty. And they're not easy prey under all that armor. You should make friends at the coronation and tell them there's riches hidden in the woods. Send them stumbling in, drunk off wine. Oh, you refuse. You're so noble, traveler. Don't worry, the walk won't be long. You're safe with me. The end. Thank you for sharing your time with me, for listening to my story, and for giving me a reason to write it. Though if you're hearing me now, I'm sorry you're still awake. Do you think another story would help? I'll leave two linked afterwards that you might like. I'm sorry to ask this, but a large portion of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. If you enjoyed the sound of my voice, would you please share your time with me again by subscribing and ringing the bell? Thank you. Please rest well and take care. Good night.